What exactly is guilt? First, it is a condemnation of life. It is a life negative attitude. You have been told something is basically wrong with life. You have been told that you are born a sinner. You have been told that nothing good can come out of life or out of you or anybody else. Nothing good is possible on this earth. Good is with God, and you have to find a Savior, a Christ, a Krishna. You have to find a Savior who can save you from yourself, who can take you to God. Life is not worth living. Avoid living. If you live, you will get deeper and deeper into sin. Life is a sin. Avoid life. Withdraw yourself from life. And whenever you feel you are attracted towards life, guilt arises. You start feeling that you are going to do something wrong. And life is immensely beautiful. It has great attraction, gravitation to it. It is natural to be attracted by life. It is natural to be in love. It is natural to enjoy. It is natural to laugh. It is natural to dance. But all that is natural has been condemned. You have to go against nature. That has been the teaching down the ages. The Persians have poisoned your natural source of life. They have made you against yourself. They have created a split in you. They could not corrupt the body, but they have corrupted the mind. So the mind exists according to the priests, and the body exists according to nature, and there is no meeting. The body desires the joy of life, all joys. The body is life affirmative, and the mind is life negative. The mind represents the priests, Christians, Hindu, Jain. The mind goes on talking in language of the priest. It goes on saying, this is wrong. If you are eating food and you enjoy the taste, Mahatma Gandhi speaks from your mind, this is wrong. Don't enjoy the taste. To enjoy the taste is a sin. In Mahatma Gandhi's ashram, one of the basic disciplines was aswad, no taste. You have to eat just to fulfill bodily needs, but you should not take any taste. You should not enjoy the flavor of the food, the smell of the food. You should destroy the food so it doesn't taste, and you should destroy your tongue too so it loses sensitivity to taste. When you lose taste, you have become a Mahatma. The same has been true about other things. If you fall in love with a woman, you are falling in sin. Something wrong is happening. If you see the beautiful face of a woman or a man and you are thrilled, fascinated, great guilt arises that what are you doing? This is irreligious. And if you are a married man, then more so. You have a wife. You have committed yourself to her. Now, इधर आ जाओ. You have committed yourself to her. Now even to appreciate the beauty of another woman is impossible. You will go home feeling a bit guilty. You have not done anything. You have just seen a beautiful woman pass by. Now this is an ugly state of affairs. You will feel guilty. You will feel defensive when you go back home. You will obviously try to hide yourself. You will not allow your wife to know that on the road you saw a beautiful woman and it was a great joy to see her, because if you say that there will be trouble, and why create trouble? You will lie, and when you lie, you will feel guilty again because you are lying, and one should not lie to one's own wife. Now, so on and so forth. One guilt creates another, and so on and so forth. It goes on and on. There is no end to it. Then you become guilt ridden. You carry a Himalaya of guilt on your heart. You will not get rid of the guilt unless you understand the whole mechanism of it. How it is through guilt that the priest has dominated humanity. How the priest has created a slavery, and a subtle slavery. You don't have chains on your hands. You don't have chains on your feet. But you have chains deep inside your soul. To be free of guilt is to be free of all priesthood. To be free of guilt is to be free of all the past. And to be free of guilt is to become one. Because then the split disappears. To be free of guilt is to drop schizophrenia, and there is a great joy because you are no longer fighting with yourself. You start living. How can you live if you are continuously fighting? You cannot live if you go on fighting with yourself. You can live only when the fight has been dropped. The life has its own rhythm, its own melody, and life is such a blessing. And only in that harmony, when you are one, with no guilt, with no repression, with no taboos, with no inhibitions, with no priest, then only you can contact God. The priest has made it impossible. If you cannot contact life, how can you contact life abundance? If you cannot contact flowers, how can you contact the one who has created them? If you cannot contact beauty, joy, love, how can you contact the one from where all beauty, love and joy comes? If you cannot contact beauty, impossible. The priest is the cause why the earth has become irreligious. Without destroying priesthoods and the old churches and the old religions, the world will remain irreligious. I teach you a new religion, not Christianity, not Hinduism, not Jainism, not Buddhism. I teach you a new kind of religiousness, guilt-free, taboo-less, non-repressive. I teach you a religion of joy, acceptance, naturalness, spontaneity.